That's the perfect segue with the music to push us straight into the live section. 7.1.1 narrative
Hello,
feature.
everybody.
Tell us more.
I am Ashley Rule. I am the narrative director on SWTOR.
And I am Caitlin Sullivan-Kelly. I am the lead writer on SWTOR.
And we are very, very, very excited to talk to you about a new narrative feature that is coming to Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Okay.
I think excited is maybe the least we can say. It's maybe a bit of an understatement. We're both sitting here squirming like toddlers in our chairs to talk about this.
Yep.
So let me set the stage a little bit. Think back to all of your time as a player in the galaxy, all the adventures that you've been on, all of the people that you've met, all of the close connections that you've made with all these super important and interesting people. And some of those connections have even been romantic ones, right? But whenever we're interacting with these people throughout our adventures, toppling empires and building armies, we usually only get to really interact with these connections, with these romantic partners of ours, and these little quick stolen moments, and it's usually when we're fighting and don't really get to know them. Yeah, very much beyond.
Well, there's all the ship stuff too, so that's not
if only there was a way to
necessarily
fix
true.
that.
Yeah, if only there was some time we could really spend, like some personal time we could spend with our companions. How about a date night?
It's been far too long since we had a moment to focus.
Why are
on
they
each
showing
other.
her? I don't like her at all as a romantic companion.
Maybe some real time off. No saving the galaxy.
An evening with you is one I cherish always.
Not me.
Let's get away for a bit, just the two of us.
Not
What do you
him
say?
either. Date night feature. Companion missions. Ooh.
That's right. We are bringing date night to Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yay!
All right, I'm just trying not to flail like a muppet. So this is a new narrative feature. It's a Alliance alert, cinematic only mission where you get to spend some time with your romance companion in a very unique environment.
Oh, I'm down
just
for
try
it
to
too, Bubble
be,
Lane. It's just not
you know,
any
with
of the
your love
characters they
interest.
showed.
And each date is very unique to the companion, so it might be a thoughtful game of Djarik, might be drinks at the cantina, or maybe even a little bit of sparring. This is also going to be a weekly repeatable mission, so you
Ooh.
don't have to just play it once. You can play it as many times as you want.
Nice.
And
We encourage it.
we
please.
will. We also will be playing
Yeah.
that multiple times a month. And so you will also be able to earn rewards with multiple playthroughs, including a unique token for the date that we don't want to spoil because it's different for every companion.
Nice.
But it's going to be a little memento from your date.
I like it says
Yep.
cinematic
And,
only sequences
obviously
unique to your
for,
partner's
We're going to be
interests.
rolling these out in batches.
Oh, whoa.
Over different updates.
Oh, so it's going to feature
For the
4
first one,
companions
for
to
the
start
introduction
with.
of Date Night with 741, we're going to be starting with a batch of 4. And these 4 companions are going to be the 4
most
that we have
recent.
so far that are romanceable not only by every class, but by every gender as well. So we're going to take a quick sneak peek at who we're going to be romancing for this first batch of missions.
Yeah, it's going to be the 4 most
So first
recent
up, we have Lana
companions.
Beniko, who's been by our side since all the way back since Shadow of Revan, which is still weird to say all the way back since then, but she's been ride or die for a very long time. And
I've
for Lana,
never-
we're going to be catching up with her. In
never
a
wanted
quiet
to
corner
romance
in
her
one of the
character.
cantinas on Odessen, to get together and
Bubble Lane says it made it second light
look
side
more into her
Sith
strategic mind that
warrior
she
to
has
romance
for
vet.
a game of
Absolutely.
Djarik, but also maybe get to see a little bit of the softer side of her, where she's
Yeah,
not
the
just,
ones they can get the voice
fighting
actors
against
back
people
for at a
and
reasonable
gathering
price. Yes.
information on everything.
She's very smart and she's also very
So
competitive.
true.
So
Yep.
bring your A game.
Yep. We're also going to have Koth Bortana. With Koth, we're actually going to get to kind of peek behind the curtain a little bit into his background as someone who lived on Zakul. We're going to go to Nar Shaddaa and get to meet a few of his friends, get to see a little bit more about Zakulan culture, and he's super excited about actually getting to introduce his friends to the most important person in his life. I'm super excited about this one because I took a little bit of something from my own romantic experiences with my husband and stuck it in there. So
Nice.
it'll be interesting if people
Well, it's
can
cool that they
point
could,
out what it is.
yeah, they bring
it's
personal
so
stuff to the
fun
table
and
when
so
you're
charming.
writing.
All of these are there's different choices in each theme, and I'm super
Different ways they can play out.
Exactly. We've built these so you can play your character the way you want to, the way you want to interact with your romance companion. I'm super excited to see how everyone does it. With Arkin, we're going to be also on Odessan, but in the Odessan Wilds, which is a really cool space that I feel like we don't really get to see a whole lot. So it's going to be super, super dark at night, romantic, and we're going to be doing a little bit of sparring practice. Maybe reenact a couple of those old lightsaber battles with a much better outcome this time.
Yeah, and Arkin is incapable of flirting like a normal person.
Yeah.
So it's fighting, right?
Yeah, give you armor that says I love you. Come fight me with some practice sabers that also says I love you. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Same thing for
yeah.
Arkin. And last but certainly not least, also a rider dies in the shadow of Revan, Theron Shan. And as we all know, he's a little bit of a workaholic. It's very difficult to get him to stop even for an hour or so. But we're going to manage to sneak away for a little bit of time with Theron at a little place called.
So they're
Plug
starting
Off
with 4, and then
Cantina
theoretically
on
they'll
Next
add
Stop,
more
where
to
we
the
were
list
for
as
a
they go
little bit.
along. Assuming they can get them all back.
Again, the first 4 coming with the introduction of date night
For budget, for the
741
voice
are gonna be,
actors.
Lana Beniko, Cobb Cortina, Arkin, and Theron Shan, and Theron Shan. Probably said that wrong.
Goal is to have 1 to 2
And,
companion
yeah,
missions
we're
released
also, like I mentioned,
alongside
we're gonna
Galactic
be releasing more
Seasons.
Link dates.
Okay.
So yes, I can already hear. I feel like I can hear chat right now, just clamoring. Where's my date night for
Yes.
my companion?
For
I'm
my
clamoring.
yes.
Yes.
Even though I
So
know.
I'm happy to say that starting with 741, we'll be releasing 1 to 2 new date nights alongside Galactic Seasons with new romanceable companions to try and cover the whole gamut of romanceable companions in the game. Obviously, that list is very long.
It is.
But we're very passionate about making sure these scenes are very personal, unique to each companion, and that they matter to us as much as they matter to you. So we're like very excited about making sure that they're very unique and